Hi, my name is Liam.
Hi, my name is Sarah Boland.
Hi, my name is Lisa McAvoy.
And I'm from St John of God's Community Services, Liffey Services. So we're based from Tala all the way out to Maynooth. And we provide day and residential support for people with an intellectual disability. My role, I'm an assistive technology coordinator. So I support the men and women who we work with to engage in digital technology to support independence. So there are a lot of tools out there that the men and women have started to use, but there's a lot more that needs to be built. So we're working with these third-year computer science students. These are going to be the developers of the future. So to be able to give them first-hand experience of accessibility and ensuring that whatever they build is going to be universal to design so everybody can use it. That's, I suppose, one of the key points that we try to do there. It's a big win-win for both organisations. For ourselves in St John of God's, we get the dream of building the apps that the men and women are coming up with the ideas for, and then for the computer science students, they really get to work hand-on with real clients, with real lived experiences, and produce some meaningful apps at the end of the day.
We came up with all the ideas and we made videos to explain what the problem is, why we need the app, and how the app hopes to help us and the students could help us.
The plan was we didn't want to just go in, show the videos, share the problem, and then come back in a few months and see what the solution was. We wanted to be a part of the design. So over 14 weeks, every single Friday, we went into Kevin Street and we co-designed the apps with the students, which meant that our co-designers, the men and women who we work with, and the support staff, because we're all co-designing together these solutions, so that the men and women were part of every step of the app development. And I suppose that's one of the beauties of these projects. It is true co-design. The men and women are there every step of the way, giving their great ideas and their lived experience, which the students can't get without the men and women being part of these projects. And that's why the apps at the end of the day are such a great success, because they've never been asked their ideas before. So this is a new thing. So we had to kind of walk them through that, build the capacity of we can all be designers, and then went in and in the afternoon worked in the labs, in the computer science labs, which is really important. This is the first time all of the men and women we work with got an opportunity to work in a mainstream college or university, and these opportunities aren't there all the time. So TU Dublin have been an amazing support.
It's getting ideas like for people that doesn't understand, like to read and to write. It's getting ideas. Is there an app out there to help other people, like me colleagues up in my centres? Like we don't know how to read or write, but when we co-design, we got an idea. There's an audio thing and speak select, and we do video messages and what we didn't know and like that. So we went in and we done all that.
They asked us to create what we think the logo for the app on the home screen when you download the app, what it will look like. So they kind of got us to design our own logo. And the dates we didn't get with the students, sometimes we got up to there was a time that I went up to see them being lectured on all the apps in one to see what they came up with, what ideas they brought in. They could do some stuff, but they couldn't do everything. The stuff they could do, it was quite simple, but the stuff they couldn't was too hard. They didn't have the skill level to do all that stuff. Because it's like you're going to a real college, and it's like you're doing the project yourself, and then you're being reviewed on the project you worked on.
And the students the students are very helpful and really down to earth.
I worked on an app. It was the Men I Voices. It took a lot of work to work on it, and they showed us first a prototype, just in a piece of paper, and then I think another week later they had a second prototype, but on the phone, a working prototype. They showed us images that we could use for the login.
Yeah, Liam and the team in TU Dublin, the computer science students, developed that over the 14 weeks. A really good success one has been the Money app. And that was where the men and women, something that happens unfortunately every day is people get shortchanged. So as to try to alleviate that.
Ripped off.
Ripped off, yeah, unfortunately. So it was a thing where the men and women came up with this: what if we could scan the money in our wallet at the start of the day, and then when we go into the shop, scan the cash register, and it would tell us the lowest denomination note to hand over. And it's been fantastic. We've had 2 iterations of the app, and it's working now, which is fantastic to get it to that level.
There were some challenges. Like when we realised there was stuff that couldn't go into it, we had to work around it to figure out another way. We had to change. We had to work on a new idea because they couldn't do that. We had to think of something. We had to remember that there are only level 3 students learning their skills, so we had to think of something that they could do.
It was a partnership. So from the start, there were challenges for the students as well. There was communication difficulties, there were lots of different challenges, but we had our support staff here to hopefully alleviate those challenges that would arise. And we just had to be very practical over the whole course of the projects. But every year, at the end of it, everybody's very, as Lisa said earlier on, very respectful to each other. And we do support the students, our own co-designers and the students as much as we can to ensure that the overall experience is a positive one.
I recommend them just to do what we're doing.
I would 100% recommend it because it's not just they don't know that they're co-designers until they give it a try, but it'd be a good experience. It'd be a good experience. I had a lot of fun working on all these projects.
Like, it's not all about going in with hands on deck, but it was just great to meet other people and just be there with the students when they're doing the apps and having a bit of the banter with them as well and getting to know them like more. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's all about going in and enjoying your work in your college. That's why I feel about the students on the qual now and making their lives better that we used to work on paper, but it's technology now.
It's a good experience because sometimes when you go to the graduation, sometimes you get asked to speak on behalf of everyone and the students. It's a great experience. It gives you the best experience, and it looks good. Like especially when if you're trying to do up a CV, it looks really good.
I would love to go back and work with the students again.